Hello, and thank you for joining me today on my Carolina homestead. Today I am making a low-carb lunch, and this is called a pizza chaffle. Now, depending on the type of pizza sauce you use, this could land you anywhere between 4 to 7 net carbs. So that's a really good low-carb option if you are trying to watch what you eat. So first I'm starting off, I have all my ingredients arranged. As you can see, I have a homemade pizza sauce that I make in that white bowl, and what I do is I make a big batch and then I put it in silicone molds and freeze it so that I have it whenever I get in the mood for pizza. That is a 1/8 of a cup or 2 tablespoon serving, so one of those pizza sauce pucks will make 2 pizza chaffles. To this bowl I'm going to add 1 egg, and I'm going to add 1/2 of a cup of mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to mix this all together. Another thing that I did not say is that when I make my homemade pizza sauce, I make that sugar-free. I do use stevia. And here I'm adding just a little bit of salt to the cheese and egg mixture just to give it a little bit of flavor and seasoning. And I'm going to stir this together with some chopsticks. I love to mix things with chopsticks. They're just so much easier to clean than a whisk. So this egg and cheese mixture is going to be our crust or our bread. And now I'm just going to season it up a little bit more by adding some garlic powder. And you can add this to taste. And I'm going to add just a little bit of oregano to this just to give it a little more of an authentic flavor. Oregano is a very strong herb, so I like to use a very little amount, but it does give it a good pizza flavor. Just going to stir this together really well, and then we'll be ready to put this on our dash chaffle maker. That is the little red thing there on the right. I've got it plugged in and is preheating. If you don't have one, these are very inexpensive, and you can find them just about anywhere. Now I'm just going to spray the chaffle maker with just a little bit of olive oil just to give it a little extra non-stick protection. And then I can add my egg mixture to the chaffle maker and get started. I do like to add a little pinch of the mozzarella cheese to the chaffle maker. That helps it peel off really easily. So once that's dropped down, it'll start to sizzle really quickly. I'm just going to spoon half of my mixture into the chaffle maker and flatten it out. And then I'm going to close the lid and let this go for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now, if you like a crispy crust, you're not going to get a really crispy crust with this. This is a softer, more pliable type crust. But if you are craving pizza and you are trying to stick to a low carb diet, this is a really good alternative for you. I love it and my husband loves it, so I hope you give it a try. The first chaffle is finished. Now I'm preparing the dash for the second one by spraying a little olive oil there to make it more non-stick. And then I'm going to add my pinch of mozzarella cheese to the bottom and let that start to sizzle. And then I'm going to add the second half of my egg and mozzarella mixture and then let this cook for about 3 to 4 minutes until brown. You can let yours go longer if you prefer a darker or crispier type crust. The center doesn't really ever get crispy, but the edges will. So you can let yours go a little bit longer if you want a little more texture to your crust. So you want to let your chaffle set out a few minutes before you put your toppings on, just to let it firm up a little bit. So I'm going to add all this pizza sauce to one. We decided we wanted ours kind of saucy, so I'll have to go get another pizza sauce puck for the second chaffle. So for this pizza, I'm going to add pepperoni to it. This is a turkey pepperoni. It's just a lot less calories and fat, and definitely much healthier for you than traditional pepperoni. So I'm going to add 7 pieces to each chaffle. And then I'm going to top this with a little more mozzarella cheese just so that everything kind of sticks together. So now I'm checking this chaffle here. It is almost finished. I prefer this to be a little darker, but we are really ready to eat lunch. So I'm going to take this off a little sooner than I normally would. As you can see, the crust is a little soft, so you want to let that set up before you eat your chaffle. What I like to do when I'm not in a hurry is cook both of my chaffles, put them on a baking sheet, and stick them in the oven on broil to give them a little more color and to make them a lot firmer and more crispy. But today we are in a hurry for lunch, so I'm just topping the second one with my marinara sauce or pizza sauce, the 7 slices of turkey pepperoni, and a couple pinches of mozzarella cheese, and then off to the toaster oven or the oven, whichever you prefer to use, to heat these ingredients and melt the cheese. So I'm just going to take these over to my toaster oven, and I have my toaster oven set on broil, and I'm just going to broil this until the cheese has started to melt and started to get a little bit of color on top. And I'll bring you back when that's all finished. Now it's time to check to see if our pizza chaffles are ready, and it looks like the cheese is melted. So let's pull them out and see what we've got. Yep. Look at those beautiful golden brown bubbles on that cheese. It's time to eat lunch, guys. If you give this recipe a try, please let me know how it turned out in the comment section below. And as always, I just want to say thank you for stopping by my Carolina homestead today. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and click that notification bell for more videos coming soon. See you next time, and take care.